All right, let's start learning some of the different types that TypeScript comes with. And we're going to take it one by one. And don't worry, you're going to have access to this file at the end of this video, so you can use it as a reference. The first thing is a Boolean type, a true or false. And that's very easy to do. We can just say let is cool be a Boolean type. So you always see the syntax, the semicolon, and then the type that we want it to be. So in our case, we can just say true. And everything is working fine. We have a Boolean type. Again, just to prove that it works, you see that we get an error now every time we do something other than Boolean. All right, that was easy. What's next? Well, we've seen this one before. Let's do a number type. And by the way, you notice that because this is a TS file, a TypeScript file, let me close this. Because this is a TypeScript file, we see that we get some highlighting. If this was in JavaScript, it wouldn't work, but because this is a TypeScript file and my editor is set up with TypeScript syntax, it has nice highlighting for me. All right, number. This one, again, is fairly easy. I can say that let age, which is a number, equals 56. Nice and simple. Save. And just to double check, if we go to our JavaScript file, we see the output. All right, I'm going to close the config file here because we don't need it. The next one is obviously a string type, another one that we've seen. And this string type, let's say, is let iColor be a string. And we'll say that this equals brown. Perfect. And we save. And everything works. And by the way, this works with ES6 template strings as well. Let me show you. I can do let favorite quote, for example, be a string. And this string is going to say, I'm not old, I'm only and the age that we defined up here. So if we save that, you see that that still works. No errors with our compiler, and we have everything outputted correctly. So it detects template strings as strings as well. All right, not too bad so far, fairly easy. What about arrays? Well, with arrays, we can do let pets, and let's say it's an array of strings. Well, we can do strings and then the array symbol. And we simply do equals, and we'll just give it an array. Nice simple array of, whoa, cannot type right now. Cat, dog, and let's do pig. Save. And ooh, I get an error. I said that says cannot find name strings. And again, a little bit of a misspell. You see that I have the underline here. Cannot find name strings. Thank you, TypeScript. This should have been string. Save. Perfect. Again, another great thing that I keep mentioning with TypeScript is this ability to constantly tell you whenever you're making the mistake before you even run the code. There's actually another way that you can declare arrays with TypeScript, and let me show you. Let's do pets2, and I can do it this way as well, which is actually my preferred method. Array string, like this. And that's the same thing as the above. So in here, I can say that this is a lion, dragon, some scary pets in here, and a lizard. Save, and everything still works. All right, well, the natural progression, I guess, is maybe to test objects. So let's say let wizard equal an object. So let's say in here is just going to have a John. I save. I get no errors because I haven't declared any types. But in here, if I say object and save, all right, everything still works. If I make wizard equal to 5, I get an error. We're expecting a type of object. All right, that's working. And you notice here that it's lowercase object because uppercase object you can use in JavaScript, right? You can do object.keys and so on and so forth. So you got to make sure that this is lowercase object. And we're going to get a little bit deeper in objects in later videos. Don't worry, because with objects, types do get a little bit more complicated. All right, I think that's good for now. These are our basics. There are a few others that I want to cover. Actually, you know what? Let's do, just to cover our basics, let's do null and undefined as well. And null and undefined, again, so far it's been pretty easy because they're named exactly like they are in JavaScript. We can say let meh equal undefined, and that's going to equal actual JavaScript undefined. Again, everything is compiling perfectly. And if I go ahead and do let no equal null, and that equals actual JavaScript null, because remember, this is a TypeScript type. This is the actual JavaScript value. If I save, everything still works. All right, so that was extremely easy, super easy, because we've just used everything that we already knew in JavaScript. But the power of TypeScript is that we get a few extra features that JavaScript doesn't have. Remember, it's a superset of JavaScript. So in the next video, we're going to learn some of these new types. I'll see you in that one. Bye-bye.